Welcome to Soul Infused Monday. I'm so excited that you're here. And if you are here on the replay, because it always takes a moment for people to jump in live. If you're watching this on the replay right here, right now, leave a comment below, hit the like and love button so that I know you're here. And if you're live, do the same. I'm super excited. I just got back from an amazing trip and I'm just gonna wait a few seconds so that everybody can jump in. And when you are already here, leave a comment below so that I know you're there, or hit the love button. I love when you hit the love button. You know why? Because when you hit the love button, I see a little heart flowing on my screen. And that's really, really nice for me. So I appreciate your love. Heather, hi. Heather is here from Chicago. Emily's here. Kerstin is here. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, leave some comments below. And I'm gonna just jump in right away. Today, I don't have a specific topic. I'm not even structure anything. And it's interesting because usually I have. And today, this is really about sharing some of my experiences with you about the amazing trip that I did. And if you have not followed me in the last few weeks or the last two shows, I fulfilled my biggest dream. And I might actually tear up when I share this with you because it was the trip of my lifetime. I feel already the tears coming up even only thinking about the experience that I had. So this is totally unstructured today. And I could not find a better way to start my week than to spend it here with you. And if you're totally new to this show, welcome. My name is Sonia Bueno de la Torre, and I'm here to help you to know and love your authentic self so that you can create a life you love. Dolene, hi, welcome back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, you guys have been amazing. I've got so many comments, so many good wishes, messages. I love you guys. Thank you so much. You have been part of the experience. And obviously, this is not about me necessarily, even if I share my experience, but I really want to inspire you to keep going. What you set the intention to be in the first of the year or this year, to inspire you to really tune in and check within yourself what is really important to you. What is something that you really want to do that you have been holding back? And I've been talking about this in the last few weeks. So today, even if I share my experience, thanks for the love. Hi, Jessica. And to tune in what does resonate with you. And to use, we have already March. So the first quarter of the year is done, and most people actually, no matter how motivated they were, and the first of the year, January, it's the time when we kind of like let things go. We don't believe in them anymore so much. We don't put so much effort into that, and we go into that someday kind of mode. So what I want to invite you to do right here, right now, as I often do, is I want to invite you to take a nice deep breath. And to allow yourself to become fully present within yourself, within your body. Use your breath. Stop multitasking. Stop it. Just don't do it. Be present here right now. You can even close your eyes for a moment, unless you're driving. But close your eyes for a moment. Connect to yourself. Connect to yourself, take a breath, become present, and tune in what's important to you, what's meaningful to you, what is a dream that you haven't done. And if you've been with me last week, because I was gone last week, even though I sent you another video, but for those of you who shared their dream with me on the show, and I invited you to take one little step every day, just one little step every day to make it happen and to literally declare it here publicly and make it happen. So if you've done that with me, I'm curious, where are you with that? Have you been committed to it? Have you been consistent to it? Have you maybe forgotten about it already? Just check in and recommit. And I'm going to share a little bit what it took for me and why I'm so passionate about helping you to really make this your best year ever, and to not let yourself, don't hold yourself back with thoughts that, and I've been doing, and I've done this so many times, so I know exactly how that is, but I don't have the money, I don't have the time, maybe it's not the right time, or maybe one day when I have done this, or there's so many things that are holding us back. And for me, and it doesn't work for everyone, so I'm not saying you should do that or not, but for me, and I shared that before, is to tune in and to really tune in to say, okay, if I only have a couple more months that I can enjoy this beautiful earth, this planet, my life, what do I really want to do? What are the things that are important to me? And it can be small things, it can be big things, but let your life be meaningful. Let your life be intentional. Let your life be purposeful, so that you really live the life you want. And what it takes often is really to do the inner work so that you feel that deep self-love and the commitment and the capacity to overcome your fears and beliefs. And I had to do all of that, and it still took me a long time to do it. So I was on a boat for a whole week. I've never been on a boat for a whole week, by the way. And I fulfilled my biggest dream, my ever biggest dream, that I did not want to leave this planet without without swimming with whales. And I didn't know what it would mean when I do this. I decided to do it. I went on a boat. I was out there. I had the blessing to do it with a few of my good friends. And the first time we went on a boat, on a smaller boat, so it was a big boat, and then it took 8-9 hours to go out in the ocean to the Silver Banks, where the humpback whales come to where they are the calves, and to before they go back. Anyway, I'm just it's just so. I tell you one thing: there are no words that I can really describe what a feeling that is, and I can, again, just do whatever you always wanted to do. And if you never wanted to swim with the whales, go and swim with whales. It's going to change your life. And I remember the first time we went on small boats, we separated the group, because it was a bigger group, 2 boats, and we went out and we did like a test snorkel. So that they teach us as well, like how to do it and how the whole thing works, because I mean, a humpback whale is huge, and it's still a wild creature, is a wild animal in the open ocean. So there are certain guidelines that you have to follow. So we did like a test snorkel, and nobody expected anything. And already on our first test little going out swim, we had a whale encounter. And I remember the moment when I was there in the water and I saw the whale, and I tell you, it was surreal. I couldn't even believe it's happening. I was in there, like, is this really happening? There's this huge animal in front of me. Again, I don't even find the words. And every day was magical. Like seeing the baby whales with the mom, and being in the water with those majestic, gentle giants. And there were moments, and it was a little scary, when there was like this huge whale coming up, right? And you don't know what's he gonna do or not. And at the end of the day, I had the time of my life. This was the best trip I've ever done. And I want to share some of the things because I think they relate to whatever it is that you want to do. It wasn't even so much only about fulfilling the dream. It's about going for it no matter what, and also the expansion that you feel when you step out of your regular, normal, whatever you want to call life, and you detach from the outside. I was a week on the open ocean. We had no internet, no cell phone, no nothing. surrounded by water all the time. We saw the sunset and the sunrise. I was like basically like this for a week, and it took me literally the whole weekend. I came back Saturday, yeah, it took me 2 days, and I still felt like this, even though I was on land already. Like, it was so surreal. It's just like, it was amazing. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that. Don't want to take too much of that, but it's so beautiful to start the week sharing this with you and being here with you, and also having had your comments. And I want to know, again, tune in, and it doesn't matter if you shared that with me before, last time on the show or not. Tune in for a moment. What's something that's really important to you? What's really important to you? One thing that you haven't done that you wanted to do, or maybe you have done it and you postponed it, or you wanted to do it again. Tune in and share with me. Just share with me what is something that is so meaningful to you that you might have not even thought about for a while, and post it, put it out there. And I didn't know if I would cry if that happens. I didn't know. I just went for it. And after the week on the boat, we had trips in the morning, lunch on the boat, trips in the afternoon on the little boat again. And I can share you so much, I could be hours. I'm not going to do that. The last trip that was on the boat on the afternoon, we knew that was our last day, and it was another incredible day. We had even a singing whale in the water. We had a super pregnant whale that we were observing. We had different whales with calves swim. We were literally swimming with them. There were so many moments when, they were kind of very slow in the water, and we were kind of trying to keep up with them, swimming. And I was swimming there, and I was internally saying, fuck, I'm literally swimming with the whales. Like, I'm swimming with the whales. And it was just so surreal. And the last moment when I stepped out of the little boat to the big boat, somehow something really hit deep, and I had to cry. Not necessarily because it was the last, not because it was the last dive with them or swim with them, but just it sank in. It kind of sank in that really happened, and how meaningful that was to me, and how long it took to do it, actually. And it was a beautiful cry. Like, these tears are, someone who didn't know me is like, oh, are you okay? And I was like, oh my God, I'm not okay. I'm beyond okay. It was just, and I'm still processing it. So I'm rambling a little bit today. And if you see me for the first time, you think, what is she talking? Just all over the place. But this takes time to integrate, to come back to the normal life. And the one thing that I took out of it as well is that I'm not going to wait another whatever years to do something like this again. Like, I'm already planning for my next adventure, and I realized on the boat, it's like, I'm turning 48 years this year. Like, 48 freaking years. Like, that's half of my life or less, depending on, however long I'm going to be here. And there is that deep commitment to even live more fully, like to go for it, to not like, and I live, I do a lot. It's not that I hold myself back a lot, but it was like, it's now. I want to live now. And I want to do these things even more. And I'm sharing this with you because we all, including me and you and others, like, it's so easy to go back into the daily life again, and to kind of go into the routine, and especially when you have a good life, because I go back to a really good life. It's not that I had this beautiful trip and then I go back and I have a miserable life. No, I have a great life. And it's even sometimes easier to kind of, okay, that was great. There's no, like, I already am going to, and I'm looking already into it, what I'm going to do next. And for the rest of my life, for the rest of this year, but for the rest of my life, I want to live as if this is my last time and I want to do it while I'm healthy, alive, and when I can do all of things. And I really want to encourage you to do that too, whatever that means to you. And ultimately, I think, or I believe that the inner work is the most meaningful, the most precious, the most rewarding thing you can commit to. And even that is often what holds us back, as fear of money. It's not going to work. We don't trust ourselves. It's not the right timing. A fear of looking at things. There's so many things that are coming up. But I tell you one thing, the most rewarding, the most joyful, meaningful thing to do is to invest in yourself and do the work. And then you can really create whatever you want. You have the power to create whatever you want. You are the creator of your own reality. You are the creator of your life, and you have the power to create whatever you want. I truly, truly believe it. And it does, what it needs is not like a quick fix or a good program. Here's like the thing that needs to, that you need to do that is to really decide, commit, stay consistent, get help, and go on the journey. And this is a lifelong journey. It's a lifelong journey. And the truth about happiness is really that there is no such quick fix or just read a book and then you're good. This is a path that you decide. And it takes time. All good things take time. And they take work. And it needs consistency. And it needs commitment. I think that's all I have to share at this moment. I still feel like the buzzing and that is in me experiencing this. And I would love to hear from you what it is that would be the trip or the thing, the event, the connection, whatever it is of your lifetime that you always wanted to do. So I'm just gonna see what you guys are up to here. You're going different now through this life, and it's so cool. Okay, so you guys still want to hear from you. Don't hold back. You can do this even when I'm off live. What's meaningful to you? What is one thing that you want to do? And I can tell you, I've been fired up. I've been on a mission for a long time, especially, and this year even more, but after this trip even more. And I am gonna do whatever I can to support you to do the same. It's up to you what you do with the information. It's up to you with, get doing and do the work. But I am so fired up to help you to make this your best year. And then every year. I've accomplished this already. It's only March. And I feel like I'm floating. And I invite you to float with me. So you guys who are working with me already, continue work with me. Just keep continuing working with me. Keep, stay consistent, stay committed. No matter where you are, there are ups and downs. Life is not always easy and only flowing. And if you have followed me for a while, I've shared a lot of heartache and pain as well. This is not like always like this. But for this experiences, for the feeling of this, the inner work is precious. And if you've not done the inner work yet, start it. With me, with someone else. I'm not attached to that. I just want you to take the rest of your life and make it the best of your life. Okay, if you have any questions or any comments, Natalie is ready. Yes, I'm ready. I'm so looking forward to working with you, Natalie. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be your year. Darlene is saying, I can so understand. It's beautiful to feel that we interact with others. Yes, and I know what you're doing. You're going to do the happen with the, I know exactly what you want to do, Darlene. You make it happen. Oh, Emily, you got me crying now. Love it. Thank you. This sounds so amazing. Read with Gänsehaut. Yeah, goosebumps. Goodness, you are so fantastic. Oh, thank you. True words. Good morning. Okay. Oh, okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for allowing me the space to share this with you and being here with you and being here with me and holding the space for me. And again, don't only listen, be inspired, but take inspired action. One thing right now after this show. One thing, even if you only take the time to tune in, it's like, what is actually important to me? What is one thing that I always wanted to do? And if you are more clear, take one step today. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. And let me know. I'm happy to support you. And please come back next Monday. Would love to see you. And that's it for now. Sending you much love. I love you. I appreciate you. And have a fantastic rest of your day. Fantastic start to the week. Stay uplifted. I'll talk to you soon.